Are you an instructor or a teacher that has wondered, is there a way that I can take live video, live action shots, like especially if you teach in a lab like I do, where you can actually record or live stream that live information with a camera wirelessly, and can you do it for cheap? Well, I'm going to show you a way that you can do it pretty much for free, assuming that you've got a smartphone, and I'm sure just about everybody does. But this right here, this software, many people know of it. It's called OBS Studio. You can find it at obsproject.org. It's free. Matter of fact, you're going to want to download the latest version of that just to have it, because that's the latest version is always the best version, right? Usually. And another program that you need to download is called NDI. Well, NDI, I guess, I don't know. But what it's going to do is it's going to allow you to use a program like Skype and call yourself, basically. I've got two different accounts. I've got one that I've got on my phone and one that I've got on my computer. So I can use my phone to call in to the computer, and I can bring the camera action from my Skype call right here into NDI. I can bring that right into OBS using the NDI plugin. So let me show you how to do that. Okay, so first after you install OBS Studio, if you don't already have it, and if you do have it, I recommend you install the latest version just in case something doesn't quite work exactly as planned. And here you can see I've got this program up. If you just search NDI OBS or OBS NDI, you're going to find somewhere where there's a link that will explain how to do this. But this is the plugin. There's the site, the GitHub site up there. That's where all their plugins are located at. You're going to want to install, at least at this time, which is July 22nd, 2020, the OBS-NDI 4.9.0. And they do have a 4.9.1, but it's not for Windows 10. It might work for whatever machine you're on. But so it explains the install instructions. It recommends that you use the OBS-NDI 4.9.0 Windows installer. So when you download it and then you install it, the next step is if you have Skype installed on your machine, you're going to want to go ahead and delete it and go ahead and reinstall a new version. I ran into this myself when I went to go make this work. It didn't work, and I did some internet searching, and some people said delete the Skype version that comes with Windows 10 and just go to skype.com or whatever and download the latest version. I did that and it worked. So I'm going to go ahead and log into Skype. So once you open Skype up, there's a few things that you need to do. Where your name is up there, go ahead and click the little three dots, click Settings, and then down here where it says Calling, click on it, and then Advanced, and you'll see a little toggle that says Allow NDI Usage. If that's off, NDI was not going to work with Skype, so you have to make sure it's turned on. And it's already turned on, so I'm just going to leave it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a phone call. So using my phone, because that's the camera I'm going to use on it, I'm going to go ahead and call my Skype. Now, this is, like I said, I had two accounts set up. So one of them was Jeepster, this one's Pinnacle. And so I'm going to go ahead and make a video call. And you can see it's coming in as a Skype call right now. As of right now, it's not doing anything special. It's just going to be a Skype call. So I just answered it. Okay, I muted both sides for now. But all right, so doing this little test run, I muted both sides. So you can see I've got this active Skype call going on right now. Now, if I touch the picture of the, on my phone, I can switch the camera settings. So now it's going to be using my rear camera, which is usually a little better quality, right? So that's the Skype. So I'm not in OBS yet. What I want to do is create a source in OBS. So I'm going to go ahead and create a source on the same page that we're at. So I'm going to create the source. I'm going to hit the little plus button. And now since I've installed NDI, you can see it says NDI Source right there. And I'm going to go ahead and create a new one. Okay. And then under the source name, you're going to see some options. And right there is my username. That's the actual call. So it's going to pull that actual phone call, the camera, off of that phone call into OBS. So now we've got that going on. This is pretty cool. And I can resize it. I can make any size I want. I can zoom in and out. So if I have I can make it full size if I want. So right now I've got a live wireless camera walking around the shop, show myself doing some work, going over here, cooler time, you know, I got some gears, got a little Tecum, all that stuff. So I've got basically a wireless setup going on. And now some of you might like, oh man, it's got that little Skype image up there in the corner. I don't want that. Well, you can apply a filter to that. So you click on your NDI Source and right click, go to Filters, go to your Effects filter, add one, crop and pad. Hopefully I'm not making you dizzy. This is kind of fun doing it like this. And then I can crop from the right side or left side. I'm going to go ahead and just put like maybe 100 pixels from the right. And what that did is that cropped that video image. So I know it's kind of freaky, but yeah. So there are ways that you can go through and create yourself a nice little wireless camera setup. I could be recording this for a lecture. I could be streaming this. But right now I've got a wireless camera that's pretty good quality, pretty good high definition. If I've got something else going in on the background, I could use it. Like right now, here's just the other camera that's filming me. And if I wanted to bring the NDI source into it, I can add that, NDI source. It's already there, it's existing. And then now you can see I'm part of it. So if I am standing up in front of something doing a lecture, I could just create another scene or add to that scene just a little wireless camera, basically my Skype call, and then I can go out to the vehicle and do some little tinkering on some stuff or show something here and there, and then come back to it and it's recording it. So that might be something that is beneficial to you guys. It is kind of a neat little feature that you can do in OBS. OBS has got a lot of cool stuff. But that right there is another one of those cool things that OBS can do for you. There you have it. Hope it helps.